Look at me, hey, I'm inside. Island sounds, island wide, heavy on Hawaiian style. Gather round, come hear the sound, coming at you from all around, heavy on Hawaiian style. Heavy, I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. Heavy, I'm heavy on Hawaiian style. I'm living on the Valley Isle. I'm heavy on Hawaiian style.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. Yay! Yeah. My name's Andy Bumatai, and I will be your host. Voice is doing okay. Little low energy today, but, we'll push through. And I got to tell you, some interesting things going on, and we'll talk about that. For those of you just joining us, the Daily Pidgin here, we talk about all things Hawaii, and we do Hawaii news clips. We do not do political, okay? There's plenty other places where people just love their caps lock, and this is not one of them. Also, we play Hawaiian music videos. I say Hawaiian, meaning they feature places in Hawaii. And if we get to them and have time, we have 3 queued up today. See, there you go. 3 queued up today. One in Kaimuki, one in Makakilo, and one in Wahiwa. But, we do what we can to get to everything, because sometimes we end up yakking and the chat goes crazy. All I have my jang gang going, I'd like to say something. Okay. And speaking of that, you know what? Let's take a look at the news clips we'll be looking at today, okay? Where are they? Okay, they don't seem to be showing up. Where are my Dakine? I don't know. I'm clicking and it's not showing up. Let's see. Uh-oh. Is that going to be an issue? Anyway, the news clips are, we will be, hold on. I went and hit the wrong button. That kind of day, folks. The first one here will be the North Shore had a blackout. Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit about that. No electricity for Haleiwa is not a good thing. And then Molokai is doing a ban on everything coming in almost because they're afraid of the rhinoceros beetle. Right. And on Kauai, there was an open carry. But it's not what you think. This one is actually a really nice story. And if we have time, we'll get to Bowa Store in Chinatown, celebrating, I think, almost 50 years in business. And it's, in Chinatown, so it's got a lot of character. And if they get to it, a new police chief has not been found yet. Still trying, okay? So now let's go to the big board and say how's it to Samara people and show face here today, okay? First of all, hey, how's it, SD Dodger? How's it, Miles, Darlene, Rick Foot, and Gil Soto people saying how's it to people? Panel writes things, how you, aloha no, R90, gee, how's it, Andy? And the Hammer Jane Gang. Sam Bittner showing face, thanks, By the way, I got to mention that Rick S414 is in fact a moderator helping us out, as is Devin. There's Devin 80 there saying hi to Darlene. Aloha, Darlene. Been a good day, I hope. Right? And I think I said how's it to Ace Omonte already. In fact, there's Darlene right there. Okay. Now, let's see. See, Honda is here today. Oh, how nice. She's so busy. She's also a moderator, but she handles our the X site and has a site of her own on YouTube. Search See Honda if you'd like to check that out. Okay. Hey, Miles coming in from the east side. Aloha no. He's saying aloha kako to everyone. Oh, that's a large swath of people. Gil Soto, how you better coming in from Texas. Nani Aloha, our lead moderator and also an associate producer on the show, saying, how's it? Okay. In fact, we're going to talk a little bit about the show. We have some new gigs. Maybe we'll get to those. Mentioning I'll be going to NorCal. Well, we'll talk about it a little later. I got 3 gigs coming up. Yeah. And they renamed the club in Sacramento. You're not going to believe what they called it. Kind of interesting. You never know. Okay. Hey, Marky. Aloha. How you? Lita Ferreira. Thanks for being here. Aso Monty. I think I mentioned him too many times, maybe. I know. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, the first order of business. Now, what was it here? Let's do the talking points one more time. Dude. I think if I recall, it was about how the North Shore, that's right, the North Shore had a blackout. So let me bring that up and let's take a look. Never a good thing.
Thousands on Oahu's North Shore on this Monday suffered a blackout. Happened right in the middle of the day. That included shops and restaurants in Haleiwa town, many of whom did their best to take care of the thousands of visitors that stopped by. Stephen Florino has more.
Even with no power, Vivian Carusi of Cheeky Beach, Haleiwa,
Cheeky Beach.
making the best of a bad situation.
I have an amazing customers that's shop in the dark. So I feel really blessed. Even though today was supposed to be a hard day, they are being cheering me up, and I hope everybody gets the electricity as fast as they can.
Cheeky Beach, one of the 4,000 plus customers from Haleiwa to Mokuleia to not have power for a few hours in the middle of the day. Many shops and restaurants in Haleiwa town decided to close. Others did their best to stay open.
We don't have any generators here. We're still doing just drinks and acai at the for the regulars, the people that come often. But yeah, no power, 2 hours and running almost.
Well, aside from AC and some of the food situation, I think everybody's dealing pretty good.
The line was long. Not a ton of seating available, but we got lucky and got in, and my kids are fed and everyone's happy.
Real mom, first thing she says is, the kids are fed, because we know what it's like to schlep around hungry kids. Oh, bad.
And we're still shopping.
Businesses tell me they suffered from another blackout a couple weeks ago that lasted a couple hours.
There's perfect hair for the outside Steven. That's what Shakalaka calls him. Oh, hey, start.
What makes today's one unfortunate, many businesses say Monday, typically their busiest day of the week.
Could be other day, Tuesday, right? Or Thursday, but no, it happened today. So hopefully the people will come back after the power is up.
Yeah.
Hawaiian Electric says power was restored after about 3 hours. The cause of the outage under investigation.
We don't
For the
know,
visitors we
Darlene.
talked to, this was just a mild inconvenience in the middle of their trip to paradise.
The ocean, the turtles, the water, the white sand. Everybody's nice, the people, the food is excellent.
Making my customers that coming from the mainland and my tourists happy because they are here. We need to make they feel the aloha with power or no power. We are powerful to make our day better.
Aloha
Stephen
power.
Florino, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
There you go. Aloha power or no power. Hey, how's it, brother Sam? It's coming in hot. How you, brother? Toot, toot, toot. Yeah, there we go. By the way, Sam, I keep bringing it up, but, if you ever want to do an interview, man, phone, we're figuring out how to do a phone thing. So, if you don't want to be on camera, a lot of people don't. And I know you grew up on camera, but, if you'd rather phone in, we're working on that, okay? And R90 says, "Oh, boss out the Keavi, get the fire going, catch all the chickens, and bow, everybody eat." Always looking at the bright side, R90. Whoo, I got it. Look at that. You bet some critters get fried. I know. And they do not know what caused it. They're still looking into it. And, I think that was yesterday. So it didn't, I don't know. I actually had a little outage here in Mililani. So maybe when they were trying to fix it, they went, what about this wire? Oh, sorry, Mililani. Anyway. We'll see how that works. I know. And look at this. Rick S. says, "Hey, mahalo for the resub, Big Squirrel Nuts. 4 years worth. Mina." Well, thanks, Big Squirrel Nuts. I don't know what's going on with why the alert box is. Oh, there we go. Now I have it on. Yeah, okay. I think sometimes the alerts, you have to understand, when I bring these things up, they're like layers, and when I'm trying to control the video, the layers are, so I turn them off. Way too much information. What is that? TMI? Too much? Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, the dyslexia kicked in, and I never know, right? I'm gonna tell you my power outage story. Okay. I meant blackout. Nah, that's all right. We know this is a structure-free zone on top of a spelling-free zone. Oh, speaking of which, what's that? Yeah. So here's my blackout story. When we were kids, and I was still in elementary school, my mom and dad had to go somewhere. It was at night, okay? So they said, we'll be right back. And they went into, it was just Y and I, right? When we were living on the dairy in this small little house, okay? The electricity went out. Boom, black. Total black. Now for small kids, oh wow, and it was dark back in the valley where we were, right? So I had this brilliant idea to turn on the flames from the stove, because we had a gas stove. So we turned the flames on so we could see some light. And then, being too smart, I said, you know what, we should turn off all the light switches, because when the electricity comes back in, that surge might break the bulbs, because I was reading about electricity. Anyway, so we flipped off all the lights. Woo, smart there, you bugger. And then my dad came home, saw us all huddled around the stove, and was hot. He goes, what's going on? And I said, well, the electricity went out. He walks over to the switch, plipped, and it comes right on. Turns out, because we turned off all the lights, when they came back on, we didn't know. Oh, smart there. Hey, fuego. Oh, Portuguese. No, I'm not Portuguese. Nothing wrong with being Portuguese, but a lot of people think I'm Portuguese. But, maybe the light switch thing was acting kind of Portuguese. Yeah, maybe that's what you were talking about, fuego. I know. Whew. Why will this story end badly? You kind of saw that one coming, huh? Oh. And Nani Aloha says, Brother Sam, how are you? Okay, yeah. And Brother Sam, I kind of glossed over your. Oh, and speaking of which, well, you get another TV show or something? Brother Sam was killing it with Lena Girl on that Cheap Eats thing. That was the most popular one, I think. The version of that they did. You know what I mean? Coldfell Swarden. What is this? Speaking of which, I forgot to resub. Gee-hoo. Oh, mahalo nula. No. Oh, man. Anybody want to help me? Oops. Sorry. Panel, I got to go back. I know. Oh, Phalanuus Vandex. My good. If you're not wearing a cape with a name like that, I'm going to be very disappointed. Okay? Let's see. And Jeffrey says, my brother, my nerdy friend Jeff, they had electricity in elementary school. No, we had wood burning. Me and wood. Let's see. When would that have been? That would have been, let's see, late 60s, something like that. Again, my math. But yeah, long time ago, we had a party line on the phone. That's how far back. Corey Titterman and the Live Aloha Festival at Seattle Center, September 7th, coming up. And I think Corey will be gigging there. So thanks for keeping us abreast of the latest on that. I know. Whoo, Cold Swell Sworden brought us. Oh, what do you have? 2 accounts? Is that who you are on Twitch? That maybe that's what's going on. Hey, Michael Anthony, how you on Facebook? Yeah, today. By the way, if you want to know who's on what platform, because we're on a bunch. You see here, Michael Anthony Smith's on Facebook. Look in the bottom left-hand corner, and then Darlene here, she's on Twitch. See the little Twitch snail, and then Fuego is on YouTube. Okay, so that's how you tell. We're also on X and LinkedIn, but very few people from those platforms comment for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, had mongoose running on the wheel of power. Yeah, that's what it was. And someone distracted the mongoose and boom, power went out. Oh, that's my gaming name since I was small kid time. Aha! You're a gamer? OMG. I never got into that. It's probably good because with my addictive personality, probably would have done that a lot. Okay? So if you have a power outage story, stick it in the chat there and we can get to it. If you like us talk about them, rubber band motor. Remember those? Did you ever have one of those planes and they had the rubber band and then you would wind it till the rubber band got all knotty and then that little balsa plane? Do they even have those anymore? They're probably outlawed for some safety reason. Whew. Now I am here. Oh, now you're on Twitch. Okay, that's where you have your mask avatar, I noticed. Whew. Yes, Corey Titterman will be playing on September 7th at the Aloha Festival, and he will playing with Gary Kale Maderos and at the Live Aloha. That's great, man. Congratulations. Wish I could be there. That would be nice. When is September 7th? No, I'm not there yet. September, I got 3 gigs at Beth Post's house in Granite Bay. She does shows there. Saw the Makaha Sons. What a wonderful venue for them. Anyway, then we're going to be at Mousie's. That's what they decided to call the comedy club in Sacramento. It's Roostallers is the company, and they have another comedy club in a winery area, but they opened one in Sacramento proper, and they're calling it Mousie's. Interesting. And then I'll be in Santa Cruz after that. So that's the 26th, 27th, and Sunday the 28th, I'll be in Santa Cruz at Pono's. Okay. Lomo Bat. Ooh, what does that mean? I don't know. Look at this. 9 raise you. Wow, man, he's speaking in code over here. And Sam is saying to Fuego, Sam Choi. Fuego, Sam Choi, is also Laie Boy with my good friend. That's not the Sam Choi, the cook, right? But I believe you were referring to his son, Chef Sam Choi Jr. No, that's not me. Oh, man, I am so confused. And essentially par for the course. Okay, so now let's look at another news item, and this one takes us to Molokai, or Molokai, depending on how you pronounce it, but they do not want the rhinoceros beetle there, and they're taking drastic action. Check this out.
We start with a plea from the Molokai's community members to prevent the coconut rhinoceros beetle from reaching their island.
Yes.
Residents want to halt all shipments of CRB breeding materials like plants and mulch to the island for a year. The Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity will decide whether to allow or deny them the request this week. Nikki Schenfeld has the story.
CRB has devastated all sides of Oahu and is slowly making its rounds across Kauai and Hawaii Island.
We do know that one of the main modes of CRB becoming widespread, moving to other islands, is through movement of infested material. And
You know it's getting bad when it's an acronym. When they get to acronym CRB, coconut rhinoceros beetle. Oh, and not that kind of beetle. Okay. Would you like to start up again there, Mr. Video?
so that can largely be breeding materials. So any decaying plant material, compost, mulch. What we started to see more recently, potting medium, so potted plants.
Currently, there is an emergency rule restricting movement of certain CRB breeding materials from Oahu to other islands, but items like potted plants are not included. This year, 2 beetles hitched a ride in plants from Oahu to Lanai. They were spotted during quarantine and killed. Maui's last living beetle detection was back in 2023.
Wow, so
Molokai
huge.
is the only island CRB has not been found on.
A CRB establishment on Molokai would fundamentally impact, not just their culturally significant niu or coconuts, but also, local agriculture. Then this pest attacks, bananas, kalo, all kinds of very important crops.
I didn't know
and
that.
So, at risk is the cultural integrity of Molokai, as well as its agriculture, its food security, its economy, and its, the ways of life that have been maintained there.
Molokai is heavily dependent on its own resources, with only 2 barge shipments delivering supplies weekly.
We've needed to become that self-sufficient. We need to take advantage of everything that's on this island.
To prevent CRB from reaching its shores, Nihipali proposed a rule banning potted plants, mulch, compost, landscaping materials, soil, and gravel from anywhere in the states to Molokai for 1 year.
This is an emergency situation for us here on Molokai. What if you come to Hawaii and there's no coconut trees anymore? No halauhala trees.
Wow.
No, any fibrous type of trees, even papaya.
Scary.
All of those will be gone. Olipono, it's just not right. We survivors.
Olipono.
That's what we're doing on Molokai. We're surviving.
The Department of Ag and Biosecurity is
dramatic.
recommending that the board deny the request because it goes against the Commerce Clause and would ban proven treatments, imported items in sealed containers, and items like gravel, which is not proven to spread CRB. The Sierra Club and Nihipali argue that the state has had 12 years to control the problem and lost the battle on Oahu. In a hearing last month, one Molokai resident was emotional in front of the board after seeing the devastation in Waikale and is worried because a hotel renovation on the island of Molokai will require new landscaping soon.
It's hard to not be affected. And being the person that is in charge of protecting Molokai, and knowing that I've done everything that I can, I'm here today asking for help.
The hearing will be in front of the Department of Ag and Biosecurity Board on Tuesday. Testimony is due Monday morning. To find out more, go to our website, khon2.com. Nikki Schoenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Oh, man. Can you imagine? I didn't know they attacked. I thought it was just coconut trees. They attacked papaya, kalo, which is taro, and, what? Amazing. And, I love how he said, olipono, it's not good. It's not happening on Molokai. Whoo, I know. Okay, we have a few blackout stories. Okay, let me see what we have here. First of all, E.T. Guerrero says, my parents had candles for power outage, but we weren't allowed to touch matches, so sat in the dark till the parents came home. Eek! What good kids! I know I would have went, they won't mind. But that's great. And then R90, you're going to love this one. Talk about timing. I was watching The Exorcist small kid time in Waipahu, and the power went out. I ran outside so fast that, hold on, Donnie. Okay, I ran outside so fast, and, see, now I flew it. Okay, I'm going to start over because Nani was blinking at me here. Okay, small kid time. And the power went. I ran outside so fast, more scared because it was so dark. I know. That's the one I was reading, Nani. Okay, and Darlene goes, Wow, R90, that is scary. So frightening. That movie was, yeah, even in the light. I can't imagine in the middle of it. They're here. Especially if you small kid. Oh, man, mean that bugger. Okay, there we go. Oh, now let's see. Brother Sam says, that's a rough thing, the CRB. Don't we introduce a bird that can eat it? Oh, that whole introducing another animal has never went well. I don't know why. Kind of happens with the introducing. The introduction of snake and mongoose. Yeah, it just, remember that one? Bring in, what was it? That wasn't snakes. Mongoose they brought in for rats. Of course, they sleep at different times, so they've never seen each other, that kind of thing. I know. I remember the Coqui frog thing on the Big Island. I said, you should introduce Filipinos. Those bagas eat anything. And I got Filipino blood. I see those the giant, what I guess they would call maggots or whatever, when the CRBs are like, looks like that would be good eating. You just fry them up, small kind. Ooh, I know. Hey, Matt Statter, how are you? I feel like this band might be a good idea. I think so, too. By the way, I was lurking your show, and you were talking about, what was it? Live rock. You're talking about the ocean and the boat and stuff, and you kept saying, well, it's not really choral, it's live rock. And I was thinking, when you said live rock, I went, oh, you mean like Metallica? I don't know why nobody went there with the live rock. Anyway, Mad Statter, check out her show. Good fun. Okay, the first Japanese that came to Kahalu'u introduced a large green lizard to stop birds from eating rice crops. Those birds are gone and the lizards remain. Oh, no. That's how Jackson chameleons happened. Wasn't that a pet? Guy with a pet store brought 4 of them in to try to sell them, but they were so bust up. He goes, I'll just put them in the yard. They move so slow. I'll be. And he took a phone call, came back, gone. I know. And now we get Jackson chameleon everywhere. June Kubasic says, for my cat, Kyoki, we had to have a lantern on so he could go to the bathroom. Really? Did he happen to see The Exorcist? Is that what happened? I don't know. Oh, man. Okay. That's a great way to sum it up, Mad Statter. Okay. Let's see. I feel like the band might be a good idea. Yeah. Darlene was talking about Mad Statter's saying that she thinks it would be a good idea. Here, this post here, I think. Well, guess what? What else are you going to do? Because you get 3 of them in there, boom, game over. And, Molokai, they don't have that much room, man. I know. CRB. I'm kind of pronounce that Chikaharonis. Huh? I don't know, Eric S. You got to spell them phonetically. I'm having a soft brain day, which is every day, but shh, don't say anything. Okay. Oh, I have the jazz music in the background. Maybe a little too loud. I wonder if I'll get any copyright strikes. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Now let's go to Kaimuki in our first music video here. This is one we haven't played in a while. So, Kaimuki, you know the story. And first...
Aloha, Hammer Jane Gang. Mad Statter from Seattle. It's time to start your morning. Let's check our checklist. I've got my coffee, and I've got my Daily Pidgin Live.
before is now a crime. You broke my heart with lies. Now, baby, I can say that I bet you didn't think I would. I recovered. I moved on. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Yeah. Shock entered mine. You see, baby, the love we shared once before is now a crime. Oh, baby, yeah. Yes, you.
There you go. And we want to say hi to somebody new here in the chat we haven't seen before. Welcome to the Hamajang Gang, MSTAX. That's MS Tax or Mistax or however you choose to pronounce it. And thanks for the phonetic spelling, for the phonetic spelling, C. Honda. I was joking. But she did it anyway. How nice. And there's my buddy, Kamasami Kam, coming in from, I guess, Japan. He's all over that part of the country, but mahalo nui loa for being here. Helped me so much when I was first starting. Eugene Basilio, how you, beef stew? Thanks for being here. Mahalo nui loa, Azed and Garrett Ayong. Hey, how's it? And good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. Here in Hawaii, it's a little after the top of the hour, 4 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time, and wherever that is for you. I'm not good at math. I know, look, Brother Sam. Kamasami Kong. Chee-hoo. Yeah, Kong. We had a nice conversation over the phone the other day, he's a fan of the show and trying to help me promote it, and you know, he's been doing that since I first started. I'm telling you, just, hey, you know what you should do? And always great ideas. And Medium 7Up says, let's go to the big board. We haven't done that in a while. Big board, Miles, Medium 7Up. Ooh, well, glad back. The Bank of America kept calling me. Some fraud on my account. Luckily, small amounts, and it was caught. Yikes. Wow, man. Yeah, I know. The bank always says, "Aren't you afraid somebody might steal your ID?" Oh no, then they'll get the bills. Oh, yeah. It's 11 a.m. here in Tokyo. Kong says, "Wow, where was that? I didn't see it." No, Kong. Yo, where was it? I'm missing stuff. That's okay. Won't be the first time. Oh, there it is. There we go. Boom. It's 11 a.m. here, but that's 11 a.m. tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that always weirds me out. I know. Aloha kamasame. That's from Miles, and he's on the East Coast. For him it's 1964. Okay, let's see, watching from Chicago. Oh, mahalo, there you go. Watch out. Oh, I hate that when that happens, Medium 7 Up. It makes me wonder how it happens when, the bank fraud thing? Yeah. Knock on wood, I haven't actually experienced that, I don't know. But you never know. The day is young. Used to live Ocean View, 13th. I guess. I don't know. Hey, and there's Michael Anthony Smith back on Facebook saying hi to Kong. Two of my heroes are here. Oh, Brother Sam and Kong. There we go. Oh, Kamasami Kong is in the future. I hope tomorrow is treating you well. Yeah, and if anyone deserves it, it's Kong. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, now we're gonna we talked about North Shore blackout, and we talked about the Molokai efforts to keep the CRB out of their island, and now we're going to do one. This is what I'm calling open carry. It involves a cop, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be what you expect. Let's check it out.
And now to an amazing story from Kauai, where a police officer was honored for carrying a man to safety.
What?
Officer Matthew Vanaken was honored with the Police Commendation Medal last week. On the night of July 22nd, he responded to a missing hiker call on the Kalalau Trail. He hiked about 1 mile in, and he found the hiker and a Good Samaritan. The hiker was not able to walk out on his own, so Officer Vanaken offered to carry him down the steep and rocky terrain. His body camera captured the whole thing.
How we doing, brother?
Yeah, I was thinking I might need to take you up on that carry.
Let's do it. Come on. We'll make moves.
Nice stick.
No worries.
You were good.
All right.
Look at this.
More of your stuff? Nah, I'm good. If you can just hold that and shine the light. You ready?
All right.
You're gonna come over the top.
Fireman's carry.
Yep.
Here we go.
Let's do it. All right.
You know how difficult that is?
Faster.
I'm sorry for dripping sweat.
No, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it. You doing okay up here?
Yeah.
All right. It's probably not the most comfy, I know.
It's probably not the most comfortable, I know.
Yeah, we got medics coming. I hook you up with an IV, get you some saline, just start feeling a little better.
You all good? All set. Need help? Is that him? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Hey, we got him. He's here. He's carrying him. Just watch your step, yeah?
Look at that terrain.
Okay, we got him.
Oh, man.
All I can say is, wow. Yeah. There you see Officer Vanaken carrying that man across his shoulder to safety. The Kauai Police Department said Officer Vanaken displayed courage, compassion in the face of challenging conditions, and also tremendous balance. That wasn't in the commendation, but I'm looking at, you're a hiker.
Yeah, and I've hiked that trail. It's hard to hike that trail alone, much less carrying somebody out. It's a difficult trail.
My boys would attest to hike with me. I'm in various stages of mom shimmies. When I get to something steep, I was looking at that trail in horror just to even to try to do it alone.
Especially that trail.
Way to go, officer.
You know what? I got to tell you, What kind of shape do you need to be? I mean, that guy was at least, 150 pounds at the very, very least? Man, I know. Look at this Gail Gross. Hey, what a great guy. Amazing. I know Darlene says, what a great thing to do. He carried him down. Now, aren't you wondering what happened? Do you think the guy just ran out of gas, or maybe he had twisted his ankle or something? They didn't really say, did they, or did I miss it? You know, why was he? But what he was saying, we're going to get you some saline, so he probably just got exhausted. Only a mile in, or maybe he went way in and on the way out, a mile from exiting. That could be it. But still, jump on, bro. He ain't heavy, he's my hiker. Oh man, I'm a good singer. You got to admit that. Oh man, good story. And Keolani says, Kamasomi, I thought AM was when one was getting in, not getting up. We're getting old, bruh. I know. I do shows sometimes, depending, like if it's Sunday, we do shows at 6 o'clock, you know. I know. I don't know. Wait, hold on. My eye started burning for some reason suddenly. Oh, man. But you know what? Even if it wasn't burning, rubbing your eyes feels so good. You ever rub them so long you start seeing little flashing lights? Wow. Or maybe that's just having grown up in the 60s. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, there we go. AM, amplitude modulation. What are you talking about? AM, PM? I thought AM was Admiridian. Big squirrel lens. Some crazy Uber pickup. Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. So funny I didn't click on it. Whoa, that's some crazy Uber pickup. Okay, make sure to give me 5 stars, okay, bro? Would you like some water? You want to charge your phone? No? Okay. Well, okay, hang in there. Saline? No? Okay. Maybe just a little drip? No? Okay. Wow. Oh. No, he wasn't Samoan. You saw him. You know, I don't know. It was the guy holding the plaque, not the other guy, right? That's what I'm guessing. It looks like just, I know. But again, you know, in all fairness, you know, I could have done that, but that police officer has had something I don't have, and that's youth. Oh, Lono would have used his dolly. Someone else mentioned that. Hey, how come Lono didn't use his dolly? Too funny. Oh, AM. Oh, you're talking about AM and FM. Oh, there we go. Got it. I thought you were talking about AM, PM. Well, you know, when you're an audiophile, what's the saying? When your only when your only tool is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Oh, I know. Maybe an adrenaline surge helped out. I don't think he was, you know, adrenalizing. I think he was just, you know, out to be helpful. I'm guessing. I don't know. Okay. Let's see what kind of time we got. Oh, it's about almost a quarter after the hour, and we have a few more. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I was cruising, just, you know, doing mindless, you know, chewing gum for the mind, internet time wasting, and I came across something, and this is absolutely amazing because I think that this invention, if it were to catch on, it could just revolutionize, you know, any number of areas. I saw this and somebody was pointing out how it was made and stuff. I went, man, I have got to share this. Check out this amazing contraption. Look at that. You put this through 2 rollers and it squeezes out the water. I mean, what? That's just absolutely amazing. No, when I saw that, I went, imagine if some washing machine company had thought of this, years ago, how it could have revolutionized things. But no, we had to wait to 2025 and for that guy to come up with. I know, look at this big squirrel nuts. Can't believe it, can you? Wow, how do they think of these things? Imagine. Darlene, grandma's ring washer. But ringer, what? Without it, you wouldn't have the saying, don't get your caught in the ringer. Oh, I know. Too funny. Wow, what technology. Careful you don't get mangled in it. I know. Well, that was back in the old ringer washer days. That's where that thing came, don't get your, in a ringer. I know. No, stick your arm in there. Well, you know what? The old Maytags had it was geared to the motor. That one had a hand crank, so you could actually stop it because your other hand is cranking. But in the old days, when the Maytag, what's your earliest recollection of a ringer washer? For me, it's the 60s, because the early 60s, I remember seeing those. My mom didn't have one. She didn't have a washer, but I know. Oh, and see, Honda, $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. She moderates it for us and tips at the same. What? Amazing. And E.T. Guerrero here, let's go to the big board. She says, my auntie had one of those rollers and we'd have to squeeze the water out. Well, that's what, instead of a spin cycle, that's what they had, right? Whew, my granny had one, right? Gilso too. My mother had a ringer washer. Yeah, they were, I guess, very popular. I know. My grandma had one too, right? Did you all have the same grandma? No? Oh, these are different grandma. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Back in the 50s. Okay. But I thought, I did some research. I was going to try to, do a video on them, but they were all such poor quality. But anyway, I think they went back to almost the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. We had a ring washer in Japan in the 60s. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh. Look, Michael says, I would tip if I had 5 cents. Well, just tip over. That'll be fine. Oh, I know. That counts. Oh, what do you say? Yeah, my friend got his hand caught in that big ER run. Really? Wow. Well, I guess back then they wouldn't have safety stuff. This is remember when the jungle gym in the park, was 50 feet high? Yeah. It's a Darwin thing. Let the kids climb. I know. Ooh, I can do that. Okay, there you go. That's good enough, bro. Just being here, Michael, you know that. Okay. That thing, washer, was a dangerous thing. I know. Wait a minute, Darlene S. Well, I want to get Darlene. Okay, here we go. When I was 14, my sister and I helped Grandma with the wash, and it was a ringer washer. So what do you do? How does that work? You wash the clothes, and then at a certain point, you rinse them, or because they're soapy, right? When does the rinse part happen? Does anybody knows the chronological order of doing it? Because they were like open tubs. I seem to remember, just a big open tub, and then you put water in it, and then what did you do? Drain that, rinse them, and then stick them through that thing? I think. I don't know. My grandmother had a propane burner under an iron pot when she boiled clothes. She had a ringer too. What? Wow, that was amazing. That hand crank one would be good for hand wash. I know. No. Whew. Oh, see. Oh, here we go back. E.T. goes. It says it goes back to the 40s. You know. So, I'm. Nani puts them up over here. Let me show you what I'm saying. See, Nani puts them here so I can read them, but then I have to go back and find them. But we know it's E.T. Guerrero, and she said our washer was a big tub with rollers on top, rusty and old, 1940s. Okay, got it. Okay, here's the chronology. Okay, they wash, you then piece by piece pull out, wring it out, then drain the dirty water, then put the clean water in and rinse and do it again. Aha, thank you. And Gil Soto's mom told her they had to boil the water over an open fire before you put it in the washer. Wow. and Gil, what he said, hey, Mom, why don't we make coffee at the same time? Just kill two birds with one stone. Ah, damn kid. Oh, sorry. I love that joke about how we did dangerous things back in the 70s and the dumb kids didn't make it. Yeah. Like the whole helmet thing. Really, you know, I did this whole bit years ago about how there was a part of the world that they put padding around the poles because so many people were walking and texting, they were hitting the poles. And I was saying, well, take the padding off. You're messing with the natural selection. Hey, Brett A. Wolfington, Floodman. We did that in the 60s as well. I remember that so much. Washing clothes that way with the wringer? Yeah, that's amazing. I know. But, you know, what got me is the guy, you know, of the little video. He was acting like, wow, check this out. You know, what? Yeah, let him hit the poles. I know. Did you ever see that video of that gal and she's walking and there's like a little pond in a hotel and she just walked right into it? I was texting. I know. I actually had a program one time, not that I had a problem with walking and texting, but what it did was it showed all the texts, right? But it also used the camera so you could see forward. So it was like, you know, a screen with writing on it that you could see through for that reason. I just thought it was funny. I never used it. I know. Speaking of two stoned birds, what? Oh, two stoned birds. Oh, I see. Yeah. Ike Kepo'o. Yeah, my friend got his hand caught in their big ER run. Yeah, we mentioned that one, Nani. Pooh, I know. Greg Osgood, how you? Ancient, 1900s tech, but new material and designs make it better. Well, yeah, but I mean, not for washing machines, you know. I was being facetious, but I mean, here, take a look at this just one more time. Here, hold on. See, I mean, he's not doing wash. He's just, you know, taking a towel and going, look, I'm too weak to squeeze it. And I love this where he lays it down. Can you believe this? Look at this. Look at that. Huh? Yeah, and it's got a spring on it. My. Order yours today. I don't know what he was using that for. Oh, man. I walked full tilt into a scaffolding pole in London once. I really didn't know what hit me. Yeah, was it because you were texting or you were just distracted? I remember in Waikiki, I walked into a pole. There was like, you know, some kind of sign, no parking pole. And what happened, I was walking down the side and there were this couple in a car. And I glanced in, I went, what's going on? And I was like walking and looking in there, being all ni'eli, and I wasn't looking where I was going, and bam, I ran karma to the max. Yeah, mind your own business. Whew, that is so cool. You want one? Yeah. I think the go back and watch the rerun. I think the product name was there. I know. Huh. Where do they add the Snuggles fabric softener? You drink it and spray it on yourself, I guess. I know. And C. Honda says, the other day I saw a cat cross the street and ran into a pole. I went home and iced because I didn't want a black eye. Oh, you hit the pole and ran into a pole. I thought for a second the cat ran into the pole. Here, she does this. Here, let's put it on the big board. That's funny. Oh, she says, the other day I saw a cat cross the street and ran into a pole. I thought the cat ran into a pole. You ran into it. I know. Well, people think kids shouldn't wear helmets. Look at how much it hurt just to walk into a pole. Imagine 15, 20 miles an hour. I know. Another vote for brain buckets. Oh, that had to hurt. And what did Terry say? Oh, yeah, Terry, I walked into a pole in London once, and then Darlene said, ooh, that had to hurt. Okay. And Michael thought it was funny. Ouch, see, Honda. Oh, my goodness. Okay, now we have a little item here, and this is about a store. This is just a feel-good story about a store that's been in...
Thousands on Oahu's North Shore on this Monday suffered a blackout. Happened.
Hold on there for a second. I need to do the introduction. This is just a feel-good story about Chinatown because they're trying to spruce up Chinatown too, give it a little glow up. You know what I mean? They're cleaning it up, and so they're doing a lot of these stories about what it's like for stores down there. So this is one of them. Let's check it out.
Supermarket has been serving customers in Chinatown for nearly half a century.
In this week's Holo Holo with Jolani Martinez, we find out the history behind the family-owned shop.
A busy morning at Bowa Trading Company in
Bowa.
Chinatown. It's been serving the community for nearly 50 years.
My father immigrated from Hong Kong to Hawaii, and then worked to grocery store 1 year, and then opened the Bowa in 1976.
Why did he end up opening a grocery store here?
Because he's a businessman, he worked hard.
Sammy Au followed his father, Tin Au, and moved to Hawaii in 1990.
Do you think that guy grew up in Hawaii? Because it just, it's the Chinese accent is so strong, I talked to somebody one time and they told me there are people born and raised in Hawaii who grew up in Chinatown and don't speak English because they're so entrenched with the Chinese community there. I guess that's kind of cool.
Since then, he's been working at the store, and so has his son, Jackie.
When I came here at age 11, I helped my grandfather doing cashier.
See?
Barely know any math.
Do you know how the store got its name?
I don't believe
my
that.
grandmother's name. And
a Chinese guy who doesn't know math? Wow. Hey, start.
It's my uncle's name.
When the store first opened, it mainly sold cooking supplies.
At that time, there wasn't much suppliers, yeah?
Their merchandise eventually expanded, selling a variety of ingredients, snacks, and tea imported from different parts of Asia.
Wow. The one thing that my grandfather does, I really learned from him, is he can talk to the suppliers in China. He goes there at least like 3 to 4 times a year, and then go to Taiwan. He just talk to the supplier. He just look for the cheapest items.
The patriarch of the Au family worked in the store until the age of 85. He passed away in 2021, but his legacy lives on.
Well, I'm not that hardworking like him, but our customer is mostly elderly. as you can see, he kept the customer more. So I feel like I hope I can keep more and more customers, the younger generations.
This is Holo Holo with Jolani for Hawaii News Now.
Let's go to the big board. A lot of people have to say about if you speak Chinese. It says if you speak the language every day, you always have an accent. Yeah, I know. And it's funny they have to put the subtitles. It's like that. Remember that internet? Why does he have subtitles? You can understand. Why do I have subtitles? You know that funny video, that classic one. And Matt Statter says the Chinese food restaurant I drink at have owners who don't speak English, only Chinese. How's that? Yeah, if you speak Chinese, Cantonese, you couldn't do better than Chinatown. I'm telling you, that's right. Yeah, and they only deal with Chinese suppliers. So, they're born. That just fascinates me, All the aunties still speak Hakka, Puti, and Cantonese, but all the younger generation speak Pidgin and English. Aha, there we go. Oh, my apartment building posts notice in Chinese as well as English. Yeah, that little hotel I stayed in when I was in Pasadena, that was kind of a Chinatown area. And the billboards and the signs and all the menus were all in Chinese. It was kind of cool. Yeah. And inexpensive room. Yes. The subtitles weren't necessary. You'd be surprised. A lot of people, anything other than, I know. I watch videos and there are people from the South that I have trouble understanding sometimes. And English accents especially, Do you ever eat at a Chinese restaurant, Ma, even a fortune cookie? I don't understand. Ace Monty, I remember Chinatown during Chinese New Year. Every store used to light off wheels of firecrackers. Too dangerous now. Yeah, and probably too expensive. How's that? Okay, there we go. Oh, man. What time we got? Oh, man, we're at the bottom of the hour. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's play one more music video because I wanted to play this one. This one takes us to Wahiawa. And I only mentioned that area because I was going to go get a haircut there yesterday. I was going to try someplace new as opposed to my town center Supercuts, but it never happened because I had lunch with the compliments at Zippy's in Mililani. They were staying in the North Shore and going to town, so I said, hey, why don't you stop and we'll grab some Zippy's, which is what we did. We spent 2 hours talking in Zippy's. I know, a lot of fun. But anyway, here is the music video, and this takes us to Wahiawa. But first...
Hi there. How's it? Poppy Cheney here. When I'm done with flying and I have both feet on the ground, I watch the Daily Pidgin live. Aloha.
I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. I don't mind selling out or playing cover song, just as long as friends and family sing along. And I don't need more money or a faster car, no. Don't need a magazine to call me a superstar, no. I'm gonna take this little house and make a home, and then I'll never have to face my nights alone. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. Two by land, by air, by sea. and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say. Now. I'm pulling loaves of bread down from the shelf, and how rare it is that I stay up past 12. In the backyard we are going to start a garden. If that don't sound mighty good, I beg your pardon. 'Cause in my heart I hear you speak, and on my face I feel you breathe next to me. Two by land, by air, by sea, and that is how it's supposed to be. Now, and that much I can say. Now, if they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. If they don't love us, we don't need them. Let's find our own brand of freedom. I don't mind the slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor anymore.
Ellen, no, I have not seen Chief of War. Someone sent me the one episode. I don't have that platform that their Apple movies or whatever it is. I don't have that. So, and I don't want to watch just one episode and go, and not be able to watch the others. But I hear it's fantastic. And if you have a chance, search it out. I have not done that. Okay. Anyway, there you go, gang. And what? Oh, holy lahana. Who? Sam Bittner? Is it your birthday, Sam? I didn't know that. Mahalo nui loa. Thanks, for being here on your birthday. Right on. Okay. And Nani says, see you Friday at 9:29 at 3:30 p.m. Thanks, and thanks to all our moderators. And let's see if I can remember without notes. Nani Aloha, also an associate producer. C. Honda, who does our X platform also. I don't think Shakalaka's here, but she does the website and technical stuff. And we have Devin helping us with her crinkly paper hat. Rick S. And let's see, I think that's it. So thanks, you guys. And Rick, in fact, if you're wondering what Rick S. looks like, hold on. We didn't get to this, but I want to show it to you. Wait, hold on. Here.
Hi, Andy. This is Rick S. in Milwaukee. While I'm working on my car, why don't you guys watch a video?
That's Rick under his car. When he's not up in his cabin, he's under the car. Yeah. Oh, Shock is here. Hey, how's it, Shock? I was thanking you. I didn't know you were lurking. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much for being here, Shock, and all the wonderful tech stuff you do for the channel. Okay? And mahalo, of course, to you guys. Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, we'll see you Friday. Time for hit the button. Let's go. Here we, let's see, did I forget anything? Oh, I mentioned, yeah. Okay. I'll see you Friday. Thanks, here we go.